Hello everyone, Guysmith here, and today we are back in All I Want to Do is Survive, episode 4. I hope you're doing well today. I'm doing alright. I'm actually just about to graduate. Tomorrow is my ceremony, so yay, I'm excited. Finally gonna be out of high school. But I have some other changes that I want to go through. This room will be for today, so that will come later. But first, I want to note, treated wood planks, this has to do with today. I did some testing and I found this looks really good, and I'm going to make the floor out of treated wood planks, but currently this is the pattern, not the base pattern. There is the horizontal planks. These are not the horizontal planks. These are a different one. But I'm going to use this for the elevator because it looks nice and it's separate. So yeah, first of all, I want to show you. I just made my big writing book, my episode planner again. If you remember from season 1 of All I Want to Do is Survive, I had that after a while, and I recently added Bibliocraft to get stuff again. Bibliocraft in 1.10 finally. But anyway, in terms of tools, I made a sapphire shovel, sapphire axe, and a supercharged morganite black diamond pickaxe. It's a thing with silence gems. I had an episode that I made for this, but I found that when I started editing it down, it got down to not a reasonable amount of content. So that's why I haven't had an episode in 2 months, which seems to be a recurring pattern when I looked back on how many episodes I had. First episode, 6 months ago. Second episode, 4. Third, 2 months ago. And this will be the 4th, so every 2 months an All I Want to Do Survive video. Woohoo! I'm not making big leaps of progress either, which is really disconcerting. But anyway, I'm a bit turned around. I haven't really done too much to change, but I did get some wolves, and I'm naming them all based off gems, specifically in Steven Universe. So that's why you see Steven. Yeah, otherwise they're all going to be based off of gem names, primarily because, well, Silence Gems is a big mod I feel like in my mod pack, and I use it for all of my tools. I don't really even use that much of Tinker's Construct, and pretty soon I'll be not using it at all, save for the hammer, but there's a Silence Gems thing for that too, but we'll fry that egg when we get there, whatever the term is supposed to be. But I have Steven, Pearl, Sardonyx, Jasper, Amethyst, and Lapis. And no, I did not add a Garnet yet. I thought this matched Sardonyx better than Garnet, because Garnet is a little bit more of a violet, rouge, whatever you can describe it as. Oh my gosh. That looks like a creeper. Oh gosh, that is creepy. That was like disconcerting. I thought, is that a creeper behind the pillar? Oh, thank goodness. But I've also added these bookshelves, which are from Chisel. They're spruce bookshelves, I believe, which are added by Quark. And then the Bibliocraft stuff. I added an oak desk. It's not actually an oak desk. It's a spruce desk. I added the clipboard with the to-do list. I've got some stuff that I gotta work on. But I have a big and final list, which I want to go through, which you can take a look at. Take what you will out of it. And I have, actually, the next thing that I wanted to show you, part of that Silence Gems experimentation episode was about me trying to fly. Now this gem has some interesting properties. You make this thing called a chaos gem. You can make it out of any gemstone. But I used a ruby specifically because I have loads of ruby. So I got all this chaos essence out of the chaos ore and made this enriched chaos essence for this thing. When I made this, I put the runes, which you basically craft this with runes next to it, and you can add multiple. There's a number of slots, as you can see down in the little tooltip. Beneath the charge, you see slots 18 out of 20 are used. The runes have a certain number of slots that they use each, so basically, using some of them, it passively recharges. Some of them it gives me water breathing, and some of it gives me flight. So if I just press G, it just gives me water breathing. I meant originally for it to press G and give me flight, not water breathing. It will just passively recharge whenever, but the flight and water breathing are activated because they drain power over time. So I have to press Control G in order for me to get both water breathing and flight, which obviously also uses a little bit more chaos energy per time period, so it's not always going to be on, but yeah, it's the start, and it lasts a pretty long time. I was out and about flying for a while, and it didn't even get down past 70%. This is pretty powerful. Admittedly, it was on and off, and I was just sort of like exploring a little bit because I think I was looking for some flowers because I needed dye. Oh, and also, you may notice this. This is an immersive engineering thing. I also made a shield, so I completely forgot about that until I saw this. But I have a load of stuff in here for just like easy use. Like food. I can just grab food right out of here. I have my engineer's hammer, which I will be using later in this episode, actually. So I should grab that. I have a shield for whenever I need a shield. I have the philosopher's stone for when I need crafting on the go. And the engineer's manual, which just sort of stays there. So this episode, I will be doing several things, some of which, it should be a little bit clear, will involve immersive engineering. Now, the big thing that I want to start off with noting is that, yes, I did all of this before, specifically the coke oven. This is the wrong thing. This is coke brick. This is what I need. The way all of these immersive engineering structures work is you build the multi-block. Blast furnace and the coke oven both are just a 3x3 cube, which you build out of the specific blocks, and then you click, place click. I say place click because I use left click. Everyone else uses right click. It just makes more sense to me. It would normally be right click, but the engineer's hammer, and then you get the coke oven. You can extract out of the bottom, which is why I have the hoppers here, but the main thing is you can get coal and smelt it, and it takes a little while because it's like burning a whole thing of coal in a furnace normally, but eventually this will give you creosote oil, which is right here in this fluid tank. I had this almost completely full, but the main point of this is to get creosote oil and coal coke. You do not need to make this in order to really... Actually, I think that's a lie. You do need coal coke in order to be able to use this. You don't need it to make it, though. So let me just build the 3x3. And just left click. And I grab an iron ingot. I don't use coal. Instead, I have to use... Right, it extracted. Coal coke. Ahead of time, I already did some of this. I got some block of coal coke. So there's that. This will begin to use the coal coke and make steel. Now, I've gone ahead and done this a little bit, but basically you get steel and slag. The slag is, well, slag. You use it for something else later, I believe, but the main point is coal, coke, and stuff. Coal, coke, and stuff. But anyway, you get this steel plate you make by using your hammer in a steel ingot, and you just get the steel plate. Now, I don't need the steel plate for real right now, but yeah. Oh. I just realized what I may have screwed up on. I was going to... Okay. Well, the thing is, I need the blast brick. Steel plate. Is it the other? It's above. Reinforced blast brick. Let me just toss away the stuff that I don't need right now. Plate, blast brick. Can't EMC that. Get the extra just in case stuff happens. I always want to have stuff on hand. Now, I believe I just make the 3x3 of this and then place a hopper on top. I will show this in the engineer's manual in a second because the engineer's manual is incredibly useful for this mod. Improved blast furnace. Here we go. You make the reinforced blast brick, and then you build the 3x3. You build the 3x3 with the hopper on top. It's similar to its crude predecessor, but the bricks have been reinforced, and a hopper has been added at the top to funnel in the inputs. Steel is output at the front of the furnace, slag at the back, and the furnace will automatically output to connected inventories or conveyor belts. Iron and coal coke are fed in through the top. Basically, I think I need to actually make an opening here and then build it from there. I will actually probably want to break that, get that oak chest, and I should grab another one so that I can just put slag right into that. Slag chest. Just fill that in with cobblestone for now. In fact, actually, I don't even need to leave it as cobblestone because I forgot that this was a thing the Philosopher's Stone could do. Okay, I'm gonna do more of this later, off camera, but Philosopher's Stone, useful for getting rid of all the nasty, annoying cobblestone. You can also add these you add these preheaters, which speed up the improved blast furnace. So now I am going to be able to make steel, which sadly does not have an EMC value from Immersive Engineering. I do believe that there is a steel that does have an EMC value. Silenced gem steel does not. Thermal foundation steel does. It's created by using 4 charcoal or coal dust and a form of 1 iron, or using some sort of steel blend and sand. So yeah, I'm wondering whether or not that technically counts as a 1-to-1 comparably, because you use 1 coal, I believe, to make 1 steel. So that's actually kind of inefficient comparably. Instead of a 4-to-1, it's a 1-to-1. Technically that should be less, but I mean, it's comparable steel. It's literally the same thing. But anyway, the next thing that I will be doing is a little bit more new. I literally blasted through that. Ha ha. I make horrible puns, I'm sorry. But the next thing that I need to do, don't think I need the ender pearls. But the next thing that I need to do is, I believe it involves this. I don't think I needed all of the sticks, but was it like that? Yes, the mining multi-tool. I think I wanted to make the full 14 portal. So I'm wondering, where do I put this? Probably off in the mine area. Since this doesn't make any sound, I don't really need to worry about sound. I just don't want it to be there and be annoying. I mean, the colors are not the best. They're not horrible, at least. So there. I have now made a portal to the mining dimension. We will go there in a moment. However, I need to make something else that will help me there first. Probably make a crate, actually. It's annoying that I got that. Please go away. I don't need you. I already have one of you. And small, in quotes, crate. Just grab everything. Okay, I need to do some crafting. What I need to make is called a builder. It is the builder block. Make the diamond pickaxe, shape card, make that, and I now have the clearing quarry card. I do believe I have everything that I need. I can put away my engineer's hammer, eyes of ender pearls. I forget what those were supposed to be for. Oh, wasn't it the dimension changer? I think I need 4 more diamonds for that. I might not be able to use this. Oh, I can. Oh, and it doesn't even actually use the mining tool. Okay, cool. I will literally... Oh, I can't seem to EMC that. Or this. Even though this has an even though it should be able to have an EMC value, whatever. Fine. Oh, wait, I need power. Power is kind of important. And yes, my power system is pretty freaking efficient. I'm not going to touch that because I have been crashing whenever I touch the generator bit, so I'm not going to go and touch the syngas generator just right now. But now, if I shift while in the portal, I can go to the mining dimension. I just realized, because I live underground, of course I'm going to have a mining dimension portal underground. I should have almost definitely expected that. Ooh, and the lush caves from Actually Additions. And yes, these are from Actually Additions, not Silence Gems or anything. Although it might be from Quark? I forget whether or not Quark actually added that feature in this version. It is a spherical-ish area, so it could, I think it might actually be the lush cave from Actually Additions. Oh, hello. Goodbye. So, the main reason why I made the builder is because it, well, if you guessed by this, it can quarry. Do I want to do it at this level or mine lower? I think I can demonstrate by doing this in a small area over here. In order to be able to use the shape card, I believe that you need to use 2 corners. You can only do this on a builder. Oh, first I need to place down the builder. Now select the first corner. That will be this. Now select that as the second corner. Installed. And if I first add these 2 things at the capacitor bank, if I add that next to it, that will activate. There's something up with this. There we go. Whoa. Now, it has basically hollowed out the area.
3 hours later.
Hold on, this is shape box. It says solid box, but then this says box. Bottom dome sphere, cylinder, capped cylinder, prism, torus, solid box. There we go. Solid box. I figured it out. What I did wrong. That corner and that corner. Installed the module. There we go. I think it's fixed the problem. Okay, that solves my problems. And I can also leave this as off. And if I just set this in a void cobblestone, dirt, gravel, yeah, I can probably just set this up at different Y levels and use the builder to make mass clearings, because this has quite a large max area, 512 by 256 by 512, which is that, I think that's 16 chunks, is it? Hold on, 512 divided by 16? 32, that's actually 32 chunks. So that's 32 whole chunks. That is the max area that you can clear with this thing. I'm not doing that, but that is quite a lot. I can just make huge holes in the world with this thing in the mining dimension, and because it's a mining dimension, I don't have to worry about things. It's literally just a mining world where I can get endless resources. Sweet. And then I can probably... Oh, right, I was gonna add the advanced solar mod. I possibly could use it to power this. I could, like, mine whole chunks. Possibly. I'll figure it out. But anyway, that should do it. So thank you so much for watching this episode of All I Want to Do is Survive. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you want to see more episodes of this series. Check out my channel for all the other stuff that I do, including a little bit more Minecraft, some other games, and I hope you found something a little bit interesting. Anyway, thank you so much for watching one last time, and this is Guy Smith signing off. Until next time, take care. I'll see you guys. Bye-bye.